Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest is a single match scheduled for one fall, and it is for the CZW Wire TV Championship. Introducing first.
I have no idea what you're referring to, sir. Chris Sheldon, the dweeb, just went to go check on young Christian Robinson because unfortunately something happened. I don't know. I must have blinked. I missed it. I don't know what happened to him, but I think he's very hurt. So you know, we'll see. And now we have this crazy match.
And introducing his opponent.
Close. The Sauce God. New shirts, everybody. New shirts. I actually seen them. I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty dope. Dom Denaro versus Jordan Oliver for the CZW Wire Television Championship. Wow.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the CZW Wire TV Championship. Introducing first, to my right, the challenger, representing the East Coast Syndicate, Dominick Denaro.
I don't think Dom stands a chance here, to be completely honest. Oh, hey, my good buddy Chris Sheldon's back. Where were you at? You know, I missed you out here on commentary, bro.
After holding the championship for one consecutive year, representing young, dumb and broke, he is the Sauce God, Jordan Oliver.
That's the guy.
And OJ, before we get into what is an historic Wired Television Championship defense here by Jordan Oliver, what the heck do you call what you just did?
You know, like I said when you were gone, I have no idea what you're talking about. I was just out here doing commentary. I must have turned away for a second, and I don't know, Christian Robinson was on the ground crying. So, I don't know. Is he okay? Would I care, even though I don't?
Yeah, I don't know if Christian Robinson is okay at this point.
Well, I highly doubt he'll be here next week. I'll tell you that much right now.
You'd prefer that, wouldn't you? As Christian Robinson in just 8 days is scheduled to meet you.
I'm trying to save a life, Chris.
Wired Television Championship on the line. We've seen Jordan Oliver meet different members of the East Coast Syndicate in the past. We talked about that at the onset here of Dojo Wars. Not stable enough. As Jordan Oliver's going to break our commentary table.
Flexing. Real quick. Flexing.
To be fair, when I get up on it, it collapses completely.
Yeah,
I don't take with that what you will about the shape, I guess, of Jordan Oliver.
Balance, yeah. You know, you gotta hit the gym.
You know, recently we were talking about Maria Manick's famous or greatest hits here at the dojo. 2 Halloweens ago, she met a young man by the name of Jordan Oliver.
So that was before my time. How was that?
It was a match. Jordan suffering some hands at the defeat at the hands of Maria Manick. He struggled for a very long time to find his way here at the dojo and find his way here in CZW, but you could definitely argue that once Jordan Oliver found the path that he needed to be on,
now he's the man.
It's been nothing but clout, money, gold, and attention.
Yeah. You know, I took a couple road trips with these guys who went down to Atlanta. I told them.
That explains a lot about you lately.
Yeah, it does it. I'm sure it does. But you know, I told young Jordan straight up, You keep a clear head, you keep a humble head, he's going to go far in his business, man. And he's doing it, bro. He's doing it.
Jordan Oliver, only the second man or woman in the history of Combat Zone Wrestling to hold the Wired Television Championship for consecutive 1 year. Or, excuse me, the third, excuse me.
I thought Frankie Picard was the longest reigning CZW Wired.
No, Frankie Picard held that belt for 1 week, sir.
Oh, I apologize.
I know that was some kind of joke. That's not very nice.
Well, someone somewhere is laughing. His name might be Eddie Blackwater. Nice little strong wrist lock. Oh, with the quickness.
Blackwater himself, a former Wired Television Championship. Very important that you even mentioned that is that's the reign that Jordan Oliver ended.
Yes.
Was the reign of Eddie Blackwater. Oliver trying to slow things down here. You know, we've been talking a lot about the Wired Television Championship, but not so much about Mr. Denaro. Denaro has been on an excursion or two over the course of the last couple of weeks, so he hasn't been around the dojo a little bit.
He's been grinding. I'll give him that.
Very successful in some recent tours.
And a very, very great showing in the Cybernetico.
Very impressive. This is actually the first time we've seen Denaro back at the dojo since the Cybernetico.
Maybe it's because he lost to a panda. Maybe that's why he's been gone. He's just been trying to cope with that. I mean, if I lost to a panda in a professional wrestling match, not too sure I'd come back to the dojo, Chris.
Yeah, the panda, of course, revealed to be mother of the Endless in perhaps one of the most bizarre scenarios I've ever seen.
Yeah, no one saw that coming.
And right now, the Endless hold all the tools here at the dojo with the ultimate opportunity coin.
Yeah, you know you're doing something right when you trick the one and only lariat god, DJ Hyde. Even he didn't see that coming. And I gotta admit, smooth plan.
And DJ thinking he was cute and having some fun, having a person dressed in a panda costume in the first ever Animal Cup.
Did not work out for them.
Ended up, the chickens came home to roost, if you will.
Big facts. Oh, you guys are mad that he wants to take time to catch his breath?
And Jordan Oliver is the king of being aware about the time that he has here.
Sauce God has to collect himself. Very smart. You know, someone as stupid as Christian Robinson would still be in there trying to wrestle. You got to know when to take a break and, you know, take a second to breathe.
Denaro trying to meet Oliver here in his own game. Keep his distance, working some strikes, slow down the pace.
You know, Denaro's a true fighter, I'll give him that. But I don't see him out-wrestling Jordan. Ooh. There you go, kid.
Down goes Oliver. Of note is should Oliver retain the Wired Television Championship here tonight, he will go on to our Super Show on the 25th, where he will defend the title again. Should Oliver make it to that date, he will be the second longest reigning Wired Television Champion of all time.
Wow.
Passing A.R. Fox's 371 days consecutively.
That's clout right there.
As Wired Television Champion. Of course, the longest champion in history is, of course, Philadelphia's own master of the Gulak, Mr. Drew Gulak. Oliver here taking some time to collect himself.
You got this, Sauce God. Don't let this dork out-wrestle you, kid.
Struggling a bit. With Dominick Denaro. They meet here, right in front of us. Denaro catching Oliver right across the chest. Big boot right to the midsection of Dominick Denaro. Oliver back in the ring. Tries to catch Denaro. Denaro wisely moving out of the way, pulling Oliver by the ankles to the floor. Big chop. Denaro slams Oliver head first right into the ring apron. Kick right to the spine now. Dominick Denaro is trying to wrestle the perfect match and do what we talk about every time the Wired Television Championship is defended here at the dojo. What has happened more times than I can imagine. A Wired Television Championship changing hands here at Dojo Wars. It's happened with Joe Gacy. It's happened with Frankie Picard. Shane Strickland won the Wired Television Championship at Dojo Wars.
At Dojo Wars? Really?
Tope Suicida attempted.
Yeah, that one hurt.
Denaro kind of caught him, and Oliver just shrugs him off. And now just taking a moment to bask in his own glory.
Give it up. Give it up.
The Sauce God, Jordan Oliver, is now bringing the fight right to Dominick Denaro. Big shots right to the midsection. Now rolling Denaro back into the ring.
You know, Denaro's out here with a new look. He got new color trunks. Same color as the Eagles, you know? But it's unfortunate because he's looking as bad as the Eagles did last Sunday against the Vikings.
Jay Free not endearing himself to any of our local regulars, that's for sure. Just as Jordan Oliver is trying to not endear himself here at the household of the Denaro family. Big snapmare out of the corner, and really quickly, Jordan Oliver just drives that knee right to the back of Denaro. Cover one, only a 1 count.
He's fast, man. I'm telling you, I think this kid's like the biggest snake in pro wrestling, and that's actually a good thing.
You know, Denaro, we talk about like underrated competitors here at the dojo. Dominick Denaro is perhaps one of the most underrated.
Is he really, though?
But in the world of professional wrestling, you know, Jordan Oliver's seen some of that clout, seen those ratings, and I still think it's possible that a lot of people are sleeping on the skill, sleeping on the intent, sleeping on the ability of the Sauce God, Jordan Oliver. They see the Young, Dumb, and Broke stuff. They see the crew. They see the histrionics. They see what appear to be old gym trunks with whiteout used to design on them. And they think this kid's a joke. And the reality is he's going to catch every single one of the people you idolize.
Yeah.
Every competitor sleeping. And he's going to put them to sleep.
You know, people are right. Jordan, he is a young punk. But what they don't realize is he's a fighter, and he is determined. He might be a snake, but he does what he has to do to get where he wants to go. And he's going to go wherever he wants.
Denaro with a huge chop ricocheting across the throughout the building. And now floors Jordan Oliver. Oliver's year-long reign as Wired Television Champion is in jeopardy here tonight. Denaro just suplexing Oliver out of his boots. My word, Jay Free.
He'll be okay. He'll be fine. Trust me.
Oliver trying to pull himself up to his feet out of the corner. Denaro with the back elbow. Shoves Oliver out of the corner. Super kick right to the shin.
You know, Jordan's taller than Denaro, but Denaro does look stronger and bigger. Those shots do look like they hurt. But like I said, I don't think he's going to be enough to take down the Sauce guy. So.
Yeah, in the tail of the tape, Dominick Denaro does have the size and the mass, but Jordan Oliver has the height and the reach advantage.
And the slithering skills. A lot of wrestlers don't know how to slither like a snake, but he's got that ability.
And Jordan Oliver, speaking of snakes, trying to be just like a boa constrictor. Constricting the midsection of Dominick Denaro with that body scissors.
Sucking the life out of the East Coast.
Trying to harm and damage the ribs of Denaro. Cut off the flow of oxygen. If Denaro's sucking wind and having trouble breathing, he's not going to be able to hit with much power, Jay.
Pretty much. I'm telling you, dude, Jordan's a lot smarter than people realize it.
Yeah, Free trying to roll over. Picking up Oliver. Slams him right in the corner. That gets Oliver to break the guard he was pulling on that guillotine choke. But Oliver not letting go. Now the downside here to the technique, as Ari Abbott would be the first to point out, is the fact that Oliver is keeping the base arm, the left arm of Dominick Denaro hooked as a part. Denaro tried to pick him up. And at that moment, Oliver floats right into guard, or mount, excuse me. I was trying to say how important it was for Denaro to try and work Oliver back into guard, and as I tried to say that, Oliver quickly rolls back over, pulls guard himself.
Yeah, I did not expect this, but Jordan's actually fighting for his life right now. Right
back into a guillotine choke, and Denaro somehow getting Oliver to break free of this contest, that match. Blech. Words are hard, Jay Free.
You know what? I think that's because you saw Henrik and you're still a little like weary and you don't know what to.
Flustered, disheveled, just as both of these two men are here in this contest. Seated drop kick by Jordan Oliver. Rocks Dominick Denaro.
Ooh,
Oliver certainly showing his amateur wrestling background there. I think a lot of people forget just how skilled a ground performer Jordan Oliver is. And just as I say that, a sliding baseball slide, a sliding drop kick drives Denaro right to the floor.
He might get counted out. Oh, he's popping out.
No, Oliver will take whatever victory he can take.
Smart. That's what we got.
A win's a win, right, Jay Free?
You already know it. Smart man. You're starting to see things my way, bro.
Yeah, my Mensa test didn't come back quite yet, but I'm pretty sure I did okay. Big chop right to the chest of Dominick Denaro by the CZW Wire Television champion. Oliver charging after a corner whip.
Big Ben.
Elevated.
Oh, gotcha.
Tried for Cleopatra, but Denaro has been in the ring before with the sauce gun and saw that one coming. Oliver tried a one-man Spanish line again. Denaro with the wherewithal to see the offense of the Wired Television champion. Step up Inzi. Michinoku driver. Only a 2 count.
Still fighting. Dom's trying to knock the white out off of them shorts, boy.
Looking here tonight to do what no man, no woman, no competitor has been able to do for the last 365 plus days, and that is defeat Jordan Oliver with the Wired Television Championship on the line.
Can Dominick Denaro pull it out? Find out next time on Dojo Wars.
Oliver has been as active as any competitor I can imagine throughout the calendar year of 2019. Woo. His victories.
Good night. Get him a pillow.
Oh, almost here tonight. Again, was going to include Dominick Denaro, but he has amassed a slew of victories.
Dom's not giving up, man.
And only a 2 count in this one.
Jordan's starting to look a little frustrated.
Jordan trying to reassess his position in this one.
He's thinking, what else could he do?
A titanic encounter. Will the East Coast Syndicate achieve what they've always wanted to achieve as they've come to the dojo and acquire championship gold? You gotta believe that Dojo Wars Tag Team Tournament, they've got their eyes set on that. Denaro, Sky, even Barton and Ty have all tried their hands at becoming the Medal of Valor champion. Denaro perhaps being the closest of them to achieve that goal. And right now looks to be the closest of the East Coast Syndicate. To being the Wired Television champion.
That would be pretty wild, I won't lie. And it is my understanding that we have tag team championships on the way to Dojo Wars. Could the East Coast have all the gold in Dojo Wars?
Yeah, Denaro, if he were to win this contest here tonight, there's still the Medal of Valor championship.
I think Barton could take DK any day.
But you gotta believe. Wait up, what the hell? Griffin McCoy out here holding Denaro for Jordan Oliver. That might be the distraction Oliver needed. Denaro using Oliver to shove.
No way.
McCoy off the ropes. Sit out powerbomb. Only a 2 count.
Get up, Jordan.
And Dominick Denaro was just a half a second away from becoming the Wired champion.
Oh, wow.
Tope suicida to the floor by Denaro.
Flying just like those Eagles.
Denaro laser focused on Griffin McCoy. He's taken his eyes off the champion though. Jay, this could be a mistake. Denaro back in, Oliver tried to catch him sleeping. Denaro crotches Oliver on the top turnbuckle. Forget about it. Denaro plants Oliver.
Did he just do it?
We could have a new Wired Television champion too. Only a 2 count.
Dom's making me believe it, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Dominick Denaro.
Gentlemen, I need you up.
Almost 1-1 for the East Coast Syndicate.
Are these people actually clapping for Denaro?
The crowd getting behind both of these young men. Denaro the first to make it to his feet. Denaro tried for a knee. Oliver getting out of the way. Roll up, 1, 2. Denaro able to kick out. Oliver quickly back to the attack. Kick right to the midsection. Lost in the sauce. 1, 2, 3. And that was all she needed. Jordan Oliver.
And still the CZW TV champion, the Sauce God, Jordan Oliver.
Give it up for this.
17 minutes and 10 seconds.
Wow.
And the Sauce God, Jordan Oliver, has retained, once again, the Wired Television Championship.
With those snaky tactics, bro, I'm telling you.
My clapping sounds like shit. Normally I'm really good at it.
Yeah, what did you do?
Fatal 4-way, 1 fall.
Cheer for loser. That's why
The winner received the Wired Television Championship. You didn't turn the mic on.
Check 1, check 2.
It's been on.
You know, I got a lot of challenges coming up. I got somebody that everyone thinks is too legit. And then I got a deathmatch icon coming up. And they say he's coming for the CZW World TV Wire Championship.
Oh no.
Well, Matt Tremont, I don't think you got it in you.
Oh, probably not. He's old.
I don't think you got enough fuel left in the tank to beat the clock cutter.
I don't know if he can physically run.
I think after this match, at the next CZW show, you're going to take your ball and run home again. I think after Jordan Oliver pins a deathmatch legend, a former CZW World Champion, Matt Tremont's going to quit because it's too tough for him here. Because there's too many guys like Griffin McCoy.
That's right.
There's too many guys like Ellis Taylor.
Yeah. Where he's at.
Too many guys like Charlie Tiger. There's too many guys with fuels in their tank. And Matt Tremont, men lie, females lie, but the numbers don't lie. At 365 days proves that I am one of the best combat zone wrestlers of all time. And when I beat you, I will cement myself as a CZW legend, and I will prove to all these people that I am the best young talent in the business today.
Why? Because we're young, dumb, and fucking broke. Yeah.
Whereas I make fun of my husband. But it didn't matter.